In this lecture, I will introduce some useful tips for the isometric joinings, and I will also give you step-by-step instructions for 3 examples. Here are some useful tips for the isometric joining. First, in the isometric joining, we use the copy command a lot. With this command, we can copy certain part of the object that we will just complete it. And then we can record the relative polar coordinate system or the object snap to copy the part at some accurate location. Second, for the isometric joining, you should never use the offset command, because this command will actually modify the size and directions of the objects. Third, if possible, you can set up some layers before the joining, and then you can place different components of the joining at different layers. And this one can help you to simplify the isometric joining. And finally, it's highly recommended that you will use construction lines with different colors as the assistant line so that you can find out some locations accurately. And this is very useful tips for you to do some complex joinings. Now let's see the first example. In this example, the bottom of the object is a rectangle and dimension is 1.75 by 1.5. The height of this object is about 1.5 units and the thickness is about 0.5 units. In the next demonstration, I'm going to show you how to complete this joining and how to draw the top, right, and left view of this object. The first example here is very simple. It only has the lines, so we just need to call the line command to complete the entire joining. So first, let's call the line command and specify 1 point. And now we will first draw this line. The length is about 1.75 units, and the angle is 150 degrees. Then we draw the vertical line about 1.5 units. Angle is 90 degrees. Draw the sloping line with length of 1.5 units. Angle is 30 degrees. And the line segment here is about 0.5 units. Angle is negative 30 degrees. Draw a sloping line 1.5 units. Angle is negative 150 degrees. A vertical line with length of 1 unit and the angle is negative 90 degrees. Another line 1.25 units. Angle is negative 30 degrees. One more line, length 1.5 units, angle 30 degrees. And then draw a line back with length of 1.25 units. Angle is 150 degrees. And then you can try to connect all these corners with the line command. Draw a new line with length of 1.5 units. Angle is 30 degrees. And then connect this corner. And that's the way for you to complete all the line segments here. And then let's see how can we add the dimensions. Use the align dimension. Put the align dimension at those locations. Well, we are still missing one segment here. Let me add this segment. And now we need to modify the obliquing angle. We have to call the dim edit command. Let's change the obliquing angle, or this one. The obliquing angle is 30 degrees. And for this one, the obliquing angle is 150 degrees. Dim edit, obliquing, dimension 150 degrees. And for this one, it's also 150 degrees. For this one, it's 30 degrees. Dim edit, obliquing, object 150 degrees. Dim edit, oblique dimension 30 degree. And that's the way for you to complete this isometric drawing. Now let's see the left top and the right view of this isometric object. This picture shows the left view of this object. It will represent the region here. And this is the top view of the object. The smaller rectangle represents the region here, and the larger rectangle represents the region here. And this is the front view or the right view of the object. The larger rectangle represents the plane here, and the smaller rectangle represents the plane here. The second example is a little bit complex, but it still can be completed in the isometric drawing. In this example, it has one box with the dimension of 5 by 2.5 by 2.5, and the semicircle here, the radius is about 3/4. For the two semicircles here, the smaller one has the radius of 1 unit, and the larger one has a diameter of 3 units, and the length of this part is about 4 units. In the next slides, I will show you how to draw this object and how to get the top, left, and the right view of this object. To complete this drawing, we will first draw the box with the dimension of 5 by 2.5 by 2.5. So we will call the line comment, specify the origin, the first line segment 550 degree, go up 2.5, 90 degree, 2.5, 30 degree, 5 units, negative 30 degree, go downwards 2.5, negative 90 degree, connect back to the origin, go upwards 2.5, 90 degree, connect to this corner, add one more edge, and then we complete this box. Now we can draw this semicircle. We will call the ellipse command, and then choose the isocircle. Specify the midpoint of this edge as the center of this circle. And remember here you have to switch your isoplane to the isoplane right. You can use Ctrl+E or F5 to switch the isoplane. Now we'll go back to the isoplane right, and the radius is 3/4, 0.75, and then we can trim the isocircle. Remove this part and the segment in between, and next we make a copy about the line segment. The displacement should be start from the point here to the point here, and then we trim the rest segment. That's the way for us to complete the base. And then let's try to draw the part on the top. So we will draw two circles with the radius of 1 unit and diameter of 3 units. So still we are called the ellipse. Specify the isocircle and choose the midpoint. And now we have to switch the isoplane to the isoplane left. Use Ctrl+E or the F5. The radius is 1 unit. For the second one, the radius is 1.5 units. And then we can start from this point, the crossing here, and draw a line segment to the left about 0.75 units to reach this corner. Use the line command, type at 0.75, angle is -150 degree. and then draw another line back to the right about 4 units. At 4, angle is 30 degrees. So the point here would be the corner here, and the point here is the corner here. Then we can trim these iso circles first. Smaller one and larger one. And then we can make a copy about these semicircles to the 2 corners with the copy command. For the displacement, start from the base point here to the point here and reach to the point here. And then we can just delete this one, and we will use the line sec command to connect these corners. We can also connect the corners on the 2 sides. For the part here, you can try to use the line command to connect these 2 quadrant points. And then for the rest, you will just apply the trim command to remove all the unnecessary line segments. With the trim commands, remove this part. And then you almost complete the whole figure. And that's the way for you to complete the whole isometric drawing. In the second example, you can also add the dimensions and changing their oblique angles to get this kind of dimensions for the length. Also, you can add the leader for the radius of these arcs. Now let's take a look at the left, top, and the right view of this isometric object. This picture shows the left view of the object, and the arc here represents the region here, and all the other regions comes from the box. From the top view, the part here represents the plane here, and similarly we'll have the part at the bottom, which will be the plane here. In between, it will have the rectangle here. It will be the inside surface of these arcs. From the front view, it will have the rectangle generated by the right plane of the box. And also you will have the arc here represented by the arc at this location. For the 2 smaller rectangles on the left and the right, it will be the surface of these 2 parts. And that's the left, top, and the right view of this isometric object. The third example is also very simple. Here we have one box, and we cut a certain part from the box and add a new box to fill this gap. The next demonstration, I'm going to show you how to draw this isometric object and what's the top left and the right views of this object. To complete this drawing, we will first draw the larger box with a dimension of 2 by 5 by 6. So we will call the line command, start from the origin with the length of 6 units and the angle is 150 degree. Go up with the length of 5 units, angle 90 degree. To the right, 2 units, 30 degree, downwards, 6 units, negative 30 degree, going down, 5 units, negative 90 degree, connect to the corner, go up, 5 units, 90 degree, and connect to the other corner at the last edge. And next thing we need to do is just specify the location of this corner. The distance here is about 2 units. So we can use line command, draw a line about 2 units with angle 150 degree, and go inside about 1 unit. Angle is 30 degree. Go to left, 2 units, angle is 150 degree. Go to the left, 1 unit, negative 50 degree. And then we can draw several vertical lines. The length is about 5 units, angle is negative 90 degree. And then we can copy this line to the other corners. And then we can draw this box. The length of this box is about 5 units. So start from here to here is about 4 units. 4 at negative 150 degree, and go to left, 250 degree, go up, 390 degree, go inside with the length of 5 units, 30 degree, go to the right with the length of 2 units, angle negative 30 degree, go to the left, 5 units, negative 150 degree, and then we can use the line to connect the rest segments. Now we can call the trim command to complete the rest of this drawing. Remove those unnecessary line segments. And that's the way for you to complete this isometric drawing. Now let's see the top left and the right views of this isometric drawing. Here we can see that the small rectangle here represents the plane at this part, and the small rectangle here represents the plane inside, and the two rectangles on these two sides represent the two regions of the larger box. For the top view, the rectangle here represents the top plane of this box, and the rest will be the top plane of the larger box. For the right view, this part represents the plane here, and this part will represent the part of this plane of this box. That's all about the isometric joining. After class, you can follow instructions in this lecture and do some practice by yourself about the three examples.